G'day and welcome to Aussie Vision. I'm Dale, and today we're looking at the top 3 stories of day 3 of the rehearsals in Liverpool. Let's start with number 1. It is Australia. Of course, we have to talk about Australia. I thought Voyager looked fantastic. Those sequined houndstooth outfits look fantastic. I love them. They look good. They look slick. They look elevated. They look Eurovision. So I love the outfits. Number 1. We've got to talk about the car. The car, like there's a car on stage. It's crazy. I mean, I love that they've got it. It's very much their aesthetic. There's a kind of like throwback vibe of the whole thing. And love the idea of Danny probably starting in the car, it looks like. I presume that's probably what's going to happen. So that is awesome. I do want to see the whole performance, obviously, at some point when we get to, because when you have a big prop like that, once it has so much impact, but then what do you do with it for the rest of the performance? I think it looks really nicely framed in a lot of shots, but I still would like to see how that all works out. But still, I love going big with a car on stage. It's so them. There's obviously some pyro we've seen in some images. I imagine that we didn't see a lot of pyro for that end part, but they don't use all the pyros in the first rehearsals. You know, it costs money, people, so I'm sure they're holding back. I'm sure there'll be more use of pyro, fingers crossed, in future rehearsals that we see. So yeah, all up, I thought it was a very good rehearsal from Australia with impact from what we could see, of course. Like, we can't see everything. Number 2 would be red and black. So essentially there's a few countries that definitely use this color scheme today. And let's start with Austria. Who the Hell is Edgar is obviously one of the fan favorites of the year. So a lot of hype about this. This looked very, in terms of the LEDs and the outfit, very slick and very modern, and look high production, kind of what they were going for with this aesthetic. A lot of use of LEDs, definitely some dancers there as well. Love their outfits. So I think there's a lot of overall impression that could work really well. It's not going to be anything like the music video, and you can't make it about the music video. It's impossible to do on stage. So I'm really interested to see how that looks for the whole rehearsal. But as a visual, it looks good. It looked good. I definitely want to see the rehearsal though before I feel super confident about how that's all going to turn out there. Also, Albania. I love that they've gone for the red and black. This is their national colors. This is what a lot of people associate with them with, and a lot of their music kind of lends themselves for this color scheme as well, and they've really leaned into it. And there's some really lovely visuals they've done, and the use of this hanky that they're kind of putting in and out, the red with their black outfit, looks great. A little bit of Sacha Jean-Baptiste there, I'm sure, as well, with the traditional elements, so molding those together. And also San Marino used red and black as well, and they look pretty good, so well done San Marino too. All right, number 3 is outfits. Okay, this is a broad category, but there was certainly some outfits that had people talking, positive and maybe not so positive. Let's look at Poland. Blanka, I think, looked amazing. She looks fantastic. And there's obviously a reveal there as well. I like the whole, tropical vibe that we're seeing, a little bit similar to the national final. Have to say, it looked really good. We're only getting TikTok vocals though, so very hard to hear. So obviously we all know we want to hear the full thing in the rehearsal once we see the full performance in dress rehearsal on Monday. But from what we see so far, I think they've done a great job of it. So she still is every chance to qualify, even though a lot of people have written her off. Also on the outfit side, I think Lithuania, she changed very much a little bit of those elements, but still using the amber color. That's very important to Lithuania, the Lithuanian gold. What other outfits? Slovenia, they went to that kind of shagadelic rock style that they were using in that performance they did in Slovenia in the very first place. So I think they look good as always, but yeah, there's a number of really great ones there. I could list them all. There's some fantastic. Estonia looked good as well, but I have to say, Greece got people talking. It looks a little like an Irwin brother. There's a bit of Steve Irwin-ness about the khaki situation, and he's wearing shorts, and I think there's always that interesting thing when he is a young performance wearing shorts. Does it make him even look younger than it is? Is that a bad thing? Is it a good thing? I'm not sure. I need to see how it all works with the backdrop and everything else like that. But it's an interesting choice. I won't say it's a bad choice because we need to see the whole thing. But it probably wouldn't be what I would have chosen. But I don't know. Let's see how this actually looks, because really it's only the first rehearsal that we see very little footage and just images, so we can't read too much into it, but all we'll say it's an interesting look so far. So those are the three big stories for day 3. Well done, Australia, and go Voyager.